Welcome. I'm your host, Robert Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypno Acuity, presenting Listen to Communicate. I'm awake and aware of the dare to listen to my free flowing inspiration, communicating my dreams and desired lifestyle and accomplished outcomes through my daily life. It's something I really awakened to understand. As soon as you say think or no, you stop the flow of energy and you stop whatever is going on. Think and know are many movies of what you've already done and how you've performed your life. But wisdom comes from the experiences, getting your hands dirty, chaos, challenges. That energizes the wisdom to waltz internally, streaming dreamers' optimism, magically expanding through life. And wisdom is like a tomahawk missile. It blows through and then blows away everything about the situation. The thing about wisdom, it's only good for one time. See, that's the thing. We've been trying to use the same education, same everything since the beginning of time. That's why we're in the bind we're in. And challenges and chaos, adversity are awakenings. But we try to think and know from today's chaos, from yesterday's thinking and knowing, knowledge, learning, thoughts. And how's that go for us? If you look at the world, we're stuck in thinking, knowing, learning, college education. And the thing about it is we got to open up to admit it. That's all it is admitting. But we're stuck in the muck of yesterday, but I'm not stuck in the muck of yesterday. I'm stuck in the muck of me. That's something I really realized. It's me. The outside world is innocent. The outside world is a living invitation, fostering emancipating events, encounters, experiences, and out of everywhere dares for me to rise, shine, and expand. But we're so afraid of communication and inspiration because it's new to us. It's fresh. We're always trying to know and think and have our thoughts all in the line. Then when you have that thought all in the line, you're in the knot of what do I do now? Listen. That is how simple personal growth, everything you want. Pure liberation is listen internally, boldly enterprising, rebellious, adventurous, trend-setting, innovative, optimistic. Nous is wisdom. It's just fun learning new words, expand your vocabulary, you energize your courage. Something I learned myself because I'm just a little country boy. But something I'm really starting to understand? We need a lot more country than we do city. We're so cityfied into defying everything. The world is so afraid to communicate wisdom and ideas, innovation. We want to talk about what we know, what we think, and then we're in the stink of the fink of yesterday. But I noticed one thing that's very open in this world. I'm a blue collar person and I'm proud of it. And the more I'm around everything I've been around, the college education, the business world, I'm proud to be blue collar. I'm proud to be an electrician because I can communicate ideas where college education and business I can never communicate with because they're coming in with an egotistical, know-it-all, recycled ignorance. They think means they got that little slip of paper, they're smarter. But everybody's got that slip of paper. I can wire your house and I can make a building, turn the power on in a building. Can you? You got to remember, everything you think you know is a limitation. And wisdom is unlimited flow of energizing, enterprising wizardry. Wisdom is the most fun there is because it's the experiences of life. Knowledge and wisdom, knowledge is in the books. Thinking, knowing is in the books. Wisdom, insight, clarity, innovation. That's floating on the liminal intuition within yourself. It's above the threshold of everything you think and know. But we're afraid to communicate innovation, inspiration, intuition, imagination, because other people are going to laugh at us. And when you laugh at somebody for having an out of the out of the socialized brainwashing idea, you're the fool. You're the one staying the same. And I got on some networking things and some speaker things, and you know what? You had to stay inside the file cabinet of business. When somebody says they own a business, they're in the file cabinet of that business, and they are a robot speaking from that file cabinet. Business and education will never rise the world to where it desires to be, because it's too much in a box and limitation. You know, I heard a guy speaking the other day. He says, AI is going to take over the stores and AI is going to take over this. And I asked myself, if all AI takes over the stores and takes over this, who's going to buy your product? When do we have too much technology destroying people's lives? Life is about people. Business is just a byproduct of people. But we've been so entrenched that business and education. Well, to me, education is sterilization with recycled bullshit. Because you look at the world, I've been in this world since 1955. I'll take the 60s and 70s back in a heartbeat. Because today we're so medicated in education and stuck in a business enslaving mindset, we can never communicate with each other. Because the Wall Street people look down upon the working people, and the working people don't want to communicate with them because you can never communicate an idea with an educated person. I saw a little video. A guy, an engineer, come out and says, "Put this air conditioner up in that hole," and the person says, "I can't." He says, "I said I'm educated. You're not. It's going to fit." The guy says, That's a 65-inch hole. That's a 75-inch piece of equipment." Then he got out and got in his notepad. He said, "Oh, that ain't." But see, just because you got education, there's wisdom and insight that'll come in and light up the situation to get it done. I see more things held up by miscommunication than anything in my life. If you think you're smarter than somebody, you may be, but are you wiser? Wisdom will always rise you to the top. Education and knowledge is going to be as far as that book will take you. See, that's one thing I learned. I've really opened up to. When this country was in its infancy, people had to be ingenious to come across without in a covered wagon and never understanding the trail. See, we're trying to use computers and everything to discover our trail of triumph, and a computer has no feelings, emotions, or eyesight. It can never listen to the pathway of prosperity. Only people can listen to the pathway of prosperity and eavesdrop on the peace of the universe. But we're so stuck that I'm educated, you're not, I know everything. That's the thing. They know everything, but they understand so little. See, that's me. I know everything. It's the understanding that kicks me in the butt every time. So as I open up to understand, it is never what I know. What am I willing to listen to expand, rise, shine, and open up the enterprising wizardry within me? I'm going to listen to open up my enterprising wizardry. I'm going to think and know in the rink-a-dink of yesterday. See, we think and know our way to yesterday. That's my favorite saying. And I took the word change and used the word expand to understand there's pain and change. Expand is grand, galvanizing, rebellious, adventurous nerve, dawning my pathways of enlightenment. Chauffeuring me on to my beaches of bountiful bliss. So you get a vocabulary that has a little bit of rhyme and a little bit of chime, the prime time, trend-setting imagination, magically expanding through life. You quit being in the drain of the pain of what you think and know. We think and know in negativity. We listen to free-flowing inspiration to energize our streaming intuition, awakens our movie maker magic of our imagination, opens our innovative, sleek, unique talents to paint, color, and design my life the way I desire. It isn't the life you want to desire to live. It's a lifestyle you desire to experience. What are you willing to experience to achieve that, to rise to the accomplished outcome? See, I don't use the word goal because that's what they do in a hockey game. That's boring to me. But when I rise to the money making accomplished outcome, that opens ubiquitous tenacity, celebrating opulence, magically expanding through life. See, when you use the word expand instead of the word change, change has a mini movie of what already happened. Expand is a panorama movie of your desired life. So you want to get out of them mini movies of yesterday to them panorama movies of fresh foresight to light your light of life flowing forward. But we can never communicate beyond that. And I got on some of them networking things and I said what I do. And as soon as you get that college educated smirk, you got it made. And when you try to one up somebody, that's your fear. But that college educated smirk is fun. They go like this, and then they start rattling off something, what they think and know. When you rattle off what you think and know and think you're smarter than somebody, they pushed your limitations. And trust me, education has plenty of limitations. I have plenty, but I know my limitations are in here. But how is your egotistical arrogance, know-it-all ignorance, stubborn, I'm educated, you're not, stopping you from going forward? See, I'm an electrician. And one thing I can say about electricity mirrors life. It flows around the outside of the wire. And the inside of the wire, unused wire, is pure. Everybody's wisdom is pure to them. And everything you think and know is to you. I'd rather listen to move my life forward than think to stay in yesterday. And that's where communication comes in. Listen, communicate. It's not about talking about what I know. It's expressing the inspiration of where I'm going to celebrate life now and forevermore as I feel the freedom of my foresight rebelliously energized, endeavoring dynamic omnificence, magically expanding through life. Omnificence is the most powerful creation in the world. And if you do create and that, but create you feel here, innovate you feel down here. Innovate is a internal, natural nirvana, optimizing visionary acumen today, invigorating omnific now. As I allow me to stop thinking and knowing, to eavesdrop on the universe, to expand acumen, visionary energy, stimulating today's transcending optimism, I move forward. I can only listen to the flowing energy of inspiration. I think and know, really think and know whatever's holding you back. And when you're in a conversation and you hear the words think and know, pay attention to how quick that conversation dries up or becomes heated. I know mine did. When somebody pushed my button and got to the limit of my think and know, then I'd get into an argument. I admit it, and I love admitting it because I got rid of it. Admit whatever you want to get rid of it. As I open my eyes to understand, I expand through life with the greatest of ease, playing on my fields of prosperity, allowing me to feel my dreamer's acumen rise me to my liminal carpet glide. See, it's always about being chauffeured or glide or just float over here. And use the word stream. I stream my intuition. I hear my free flowing, surging savvy. Make it energy. See, we talk in a mundane, stay the same. I'll change this, transform this, and you stay in the same. I've been into personal growth around it since 1997. And I don't do self-help, personal growth, self-improvement, psychology books because it never allows you to liberate yourself from yourself. They keep you stuck in the muck of the past. When you open up to listen and communicate, you rise to now, naturally optimizing the wanderer's curiosity to eavesdrop on the cosmos to celebrate life. See, we're supposed to celebrate life, not be busy, productive, living in yesterday. As soon as I hear busy and productive now, I know that person's enslaved to their own mindset. When you want to be a leisureaholic, you facilitate and participate in your days to face and embrace whatever's here and enjoy moving forward. As I open my eyes of wise, I waltz internally, streaming, enterprising freedom. But the thing about cowboy wisdom, hypnoacuity, which might come, I have an enterprise of enterprising liberation, communication, wisdom, clarity, and understanding. It's all now. Think about no and thinking, no, it's from yesterday. When you understand the now, you wow yourself with wisdom, optimism, and winner's trend-setting audacity. See, if you get a vocabulary that speaks with a little more power, you open up to the prowess of yourself. As I open my heart and soul, streaming optimism, ubiquitous lure, I love the curiosity of my campaigners, grit, get, and go, galvanizing optimism. But you're going to listen your way to the promised land, tuck your way to the outhouse, and communicate your way to prosperity. And if you think you're smarter than anybody, you're the fool looking in the mirror. You never know what somebody knows. Or you never know what somebody's understand. Where somebody's current life means jack crap. You never know where they come from. And see, college education and business-minded people, they put the working class in a box. They don't know nothing. They didn't go to school. And they are fools. I have no problem calling college educated and business enslaving mindset people fools. Because look at the world. Business and education got us to here. One thing business and education has forgotten is people. The thing is, the people getting a lot of challenges had nothing to do with the free trade agreements that put this world where it's at today. So here's the thing. We got to get very valiant veracity about this because we got to stop lying to ourselves. Because business and education is going to take us to yesterday. Individual wisdom, insight, clarity, innovation, listening, and communicating is going to take us to the promised land. And we got a lot of communicating to do to rise and shine of our spirit, harmonizing intuition, naturally expanding through life. But if you think you're smarter than somebody, you're never wiser than anybody. Something is, everybody is my equal, and I've really opened up to that. And three things this world is afraid of: inspiration, relaxation, and equality. Because everybody wants to think, I got this, I got that, and they don't have. Every material chattel is a fallacy. Wisdom, insight, spirit, intuition, imagination, that's intrinsic wealth. Nobody can steal it. All material wealth is like a river, it floats away. As wisdom, insight, and clarity is the stream filling that river of wealth. You're going to communicate your way, and you really want to communicate with people that make you uncomfortable. I've realized this. The blue collar make the college educated uncomfortable. They have to use egotistical arrogance and the power of their position to communicate. That's happened to me a bunch. And now that I've opened up to this, it's hard to communicate with people to have such a limited wisdom, but a high IQ of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is soon to be apathetic ineptness. Wisdom is internal intelligence out here. I'll stream my wisdom, you stream your intelligence, and we'll see where we go. But the world has got a huge awakening coming of listening and communication. And I want to thank you. I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypno Acuity Pure Liberation Television. My website's mycowboywisdom.com. My email's robert@mycowboywisdom.com. Cowboy Wisdom Hypno Acuity is an enterprise of enterprising communication, liberation, inspiration, wisdom, and clarity for people to be able to communicate with their daily life. Our lack of communication has us stuck further down than anything. When you open up to communicate your dreams, intuition, imagination through you to the world, you'll expand on your liminal carpet glide. I want to thank you and good night.